Live from Kevin's basement, this is the Dr. Jake Chambliss Show with Kevin Rockwell and Jake Chambliss.
Alright, so without further ado tonight, this is the Jake Chambliss Show. We are, as a team, Dr. Kevin Rockwell and Dr. Jake Chambliss. We are here to serve you for the night. We are here for your needs. We're going to answer your questions, and let us just clear our throats for a second. Jake seems to have a little bit of a problem. Okay, so without further ado, we will be answering your questions. Jake has a PhD in excellence, and a master's degree in awesomeness, and a bachelor's degree in kick-buttness. So, haha, that's right, Jake. So, we now get to our first write-in. This is Larry from Wisconsin. And Larry writes, "Dear Dr. Jake, I recently purchased a Tyrannosaurus Rex off of eBay. Do you think it's legit? Dr. Jake, what are your views on this?"
Well, to make sure that it's legit, have it go fetch somebody. To make sure, there are two steps. There are two steps you have to do. One, poke it in the stomach really hard and smack it over the back of the head with a bat while it's sleeping. If it wakes up and bites your arm off, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And now we cut live to the K-Rock and the K-Rocks.
I love you!
We now come back to the Jake Chambliss Show and the Doctor Variety.
Where's your paper? He memorized the script.
For the next line, I have memorized exactly what I need to say. It's another interesting case that, mainly like what we have on the show. We have another write-in, and it is from Lindsay in Washington. Lindsay writes, "Dear Dr. Jake, if I were to slice the throat of my best friend, would she hate me? Dr. Jake?"
What's the reason?
The reason? I don't know. It could be either contempt for your best friend, or because she's a psychopathic, crazy woman who has a destruction need in society. Jake?
Well, if you're a crazy psychopath, bat crap, crazy woman, then you can't help it. Sucks to be you. But, I would imagine if you kill her, yeah, I think she would hate you, but she's dead. So, it's a win-win situation. You know, you want her dead, she's dead, she can't hate you because she's dead. So, I don't think she would. How dare you interrupt me?
Whew. That is what you get when you interrupt the awesomeness of Jake Chambliss. Our next story comes from Texas, around the Sacramento area, and Evan writes, "Dear Dr. Jake, I'm 45, and I am still a huge fan of Pokemon. Like, I dress up like them every day, and dress up like them every day, and act out scenes and play the games, and don't go to work and live in my mom's basement and watch these videos all day. And Jake?
Well, kill yourself. One. That's all I have to say. Just kill yourself. Great job,
Dr. Jake. Alright, in all seriousness, these topics on the show are of the utmost importance to everybody's life. And unless you're a little real freak like the last guy, then we are absolutely 100% compassionate to your needs. So, for the next question, it seems as if we are just getting something right now. An interesting case. Seems as if we have a writer from Canada, and a boot 247 at canadamail.com writes, Dear Dr. Jake, I live in an area widely populated by moose. Is it possible to live in Canada, to live by moose, to not say A or any other Canadian words, and still be considered a Canadian? It seems like it's been troubling me for the past few years, and I was just wondering if I will be castrated for not being Canadian enough. Jake.
That is absolutely false. You have to say A to be a Canadian. If you do not say A...
What about a boot?
A boot?
Yeah, a boot.
If you don't say a boot...
Or A.
Or A... after each sentence, then you are not considered a Canadian. Being Canadian means that you have to say A, you have to love hockey, and every time you say a boot, you sound like an idiot. Moose, on the other hand. It doesn't matter if you live around moose. It's okay that you live around moose. But saying A is also important. A. Okay, I'm done.
Looks like we have a time for one last caller. So let me just get the phone. Yes. Uh-huh. Alright. Yes, Mom. I do have clean underwear. Sorry. Wrong call. But, luckily, we did receive an email. This one reads, Dear Dr. Jake, I just died. Elaborate on it for me.
That is quite possible that you have just sent me an email from the other world. I am very happy that you are not the first to do this, so do not feel special. I have a sixth sense, so I know everything you're about to say right now, that you are dead. It would be very interesting for you to write to me again on how of your tragic incident, on how you died, so keep in touch with me. Nah, I probably won't keep it up with you.
That is all the time we have for the Jake Chambliss Show. Until next time, I am Dr. Kevin Rockwell, and it's Dr. Jake Chambliss.
I didn't know you were a doctor.
I am a doctor.
Mr. Dr. Professor.
Yeah, Mr. Dr. Professor Kev. And until next time, stay beautiful.